Hi Internet, it's me again. So this is a big news day. A lot has happened. Cheers, may our drinks not make us suffer anymore soon. Um, my new hat, I've changed themes. Um, Akatsuki, the Cutters. Uh, yeah, news on my family. My mom, for the first time in like a long time, many years, she's written me two big emails. The first one was bad, condescending, and like, we're happy for you. We all have different modes of happiness. And I'm like, happiness? I was talking about the dick rape. I was talking about the knife rape and the humiliation with the pee torture. I don't know if we're talking about happiness. I certainly have never endeavored for happiness. I thought that things were done to me so severe that happiness is off the table for me permanently. Um, and then next she goes, "Oh, we forgive you." Her next email is about forgiveness. And then she adds the end, "We don't forgive you for." And the last thing she says is threatening to rape us with knives. And I go, I only said, how would it feel if it happened back to you? And that was after years of her ignoring me. It's not like I said it like, um, it's not like I did it, and it's not like it wasn't something that she had already done to me and played off like it was nothing. I was like, really think about it. How would you like this done to you? Like, she used to force me in a public pool. They used to go, Chris is piss. Chris smells like piss and stuff like that, like as a kid. I used to have to swim for 2 hours and diet at the same time. Like, you know how Eugenia Cooney waved up? She tried to do that to me. So, yeah, I'm with a lot of people like Social Repose who try to help Eugenia Cooney. Um, she looks sad, but she's still alive somehow. Um, you could look at the savannah. There's creatures who want to have all the food because they have like a neurological tick, and the mirror of that is it's okay, I won't have any. Maybe she's just looks like that. I don't know. She's never had a TV episode of her eating. I've never seen her have like a full meal. Um, anyway, it's kind of my business because the only people who will care about you are people who can relate on that level. You know what I mean? It's like I kind of have to get involved because who else really cares about it? But yeah, my mom wrote back and she goes like, "We've forgiven you for," and all the things she forgave me for were huge put downs, like not using sports, not working hard. Like, not working hard. I just did 100,000 speed paintings. See, when I wanted to be an artist, she didn't want that. She was opposed to that. You're cheating. Why? You don't need to think about it. So, is she even my biological mom? I'd like to know. If she's not, then that's like, I'd sue the government. I would stop suing her because she's like a Nazi guard. She is. Cut your kids' dicks off. That's fine. I'll shame them too about being a man. She used to terrorize me over the crib. She did. She used to, when I was a kid and no one was there, she used to come in and start screaming at me. And it was because I think she thought that, like, it was maddeningly sad. Maddeningly sad. I think it was because she thought that circumcision was done justly. It was done by basically slavers who want virgin girls, and they're happy if the boy is destroyed. So she did what they wanted, and that's the knock against her, is that she went with it. Um, but yeah, that knife rape thing's horrible. I haven't had a good life. I don't have any girlfriends. Some people try to make fun of me about that, but I don't really like care because I do get mistaken for a hot man by women who are attractive. And my reasons for not having kids is the knife rape, which I live my life against. I do things all the time to protect new boys and to point out, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, the medical literature shows a foreskin that looks cuttable, but I've seen dicks IRL. They do not look like that, and it is clear evidence of their guilt. So, guilty pedos. Hey, we wanted virgin girls, they get them young, and the way that we did it is we cut off the baby dicks. We're the government, though. You can't say anything. Yeah, right. So, Akatsuki hat. It's time. Anti-village. The village was cruel and corrupt, and we need to do something else. Um, So, yeah, and the AI spaceship core, isn't that not exactly the Akatsuki alien? Of course, like, they had a problem is that it had an energy vampire and it stole their lives. My thing is that it should just have a sublime technique for getting energy from nowhere and do it for free, which is it's the valuable twist. They're still alive and they get to choose what to do and they like it. It's good enough. Anyway, yeah, but she writes me back going, we don't forgive, or we do forgive. Like, oh, we're talking about forgiveness? Not. You notice how she thinks I'm stupid? She thinks we're talking about happiness. We all have different modes of happiness. So here's the other thing. She always took new boyfriends whenever she wanted. She struck her kids with no or partial relationships so that she could go out and breed with other people and know other people on the side. She's like a Nazi camp guard. She knew it was wrong and she did it anyway. The swimming in the pool thing. I haven't touched a public pool from the moment my parents stopped forcing me, and they forced me. The moment my parents stopped forcing me to do it, I haven't touched a pool, not a toe. Not a toe. I haven't done it. And it was gross. And I still have skin problems today. Like, weird. Like, what the fuck is that? I can't get rid of it. I have no idea. It's one of the other reasons I haven't, like, bred is I'm like, am I a fucking filthy mess? I might be. That's lonely. Hey, you got made a filthy mess by your dick-clipping mom. So she's still saying it's my fault that I should have worked harder. She doesn't count the art, and she doesn't count the work against the genital mutilation of children. She doesn't count my celebrity associations. That's not valid to her. She's worked dead-end jobs she hates over and over, and that should have been my role model. What a horrible person. She really is. What she's doing is she's forcing me to sue her. And I'm going to take everything because of the knife rape in the pool. She leaned into it. She did accessory extra things on top of it to make it worse. And she knew its purpose was a put down and humiliation, and she stood by it. She was a believer that you have to clear the original man through force. And my art's proof that the original man was fine and you got swindled by crooks. And, it's like if crooks show up at a bank and the guards open the door and go check the hidden cellar, is that guard protecting the place or helping the crooks? Helping the crooks. So she should be charged like the crooks. So, yeah. The news is that for the first time in like 8 years, I have 2 long messages from my mom. The first of which was just like, she was angry I had known homeless people before, which is all in her imagination. What that means in the details from beginning to end is a dream of hers that I don't know what she's talking about. The second one, and that just goes back to, how is she, if you're afraid of diseases, why send me to the pool? It's a public urinal. Why would you do that? I still haven't stepped foot in a pool for years. I just don't touch them. Gross. And I'm like autistic, right? I hate that. I literally hated it. And they're like, yep, that's what it has to be. The things I loved, no, not the way. Wrong. The things I hated, yeah, that you need to do more of that. Who told you that? How'd they talk you into it? See, her problem is she went with it. That's her problem, is she had a choice and she said yes to that stuff. So, and her email next about forgiveness makes no sense. Okay, you're guilty of knife rape and torturing a kid who has grown up suffering because of it. We're not talking about forgiveness now, and we're not talking about what I did wrong, because that stuff happened to me too early to have been my fault. It just wasn't. So, yeah, that's the news. The good news is she gave me some like really pretentious ammo, and the bad news is she hasn't changed her mind at all. She is as stubborn as she's always been. I've seen her argue with anyone and she just, no, she has to be right.